Whew. Need to fall asleep. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I stayed up, I think, to like 10 or 12, something like that. Yeah, woke up at 3 o'clock and went back to bed. So I had to stay up 12. The thing is, I haven't done anything yet. As in, I was talking about the sea retention thing, not fucking smacking the old meat down there. Yeah, I haven't done nothing yet. Day 1! Day 1. A lot of sleeping. I feel good, but I'm just sleeping. Sleeping, playing video games.
Stop! New stuff! The boys need more meat for that! No more crush. I could pay for you!
Dude, everyone chunks my life. God, this shit looks so cool. They did such a good job.
Today is the day that the sun blindeth the demon! Judgment Day is upon me! Autogun deployed!
versus Sword and Shield.
This one's the top 9. One round. Smash no more.
Smash, yo.
So much fun. Work so hard.
It's such a good fucking DLC. They actually listen to people. That's why I hope 4 is not gonna be a fucking big old fucking. Go back to reality. I don't know why people want to do like the whole like. I mean, like having a gay guy in your thing and that is fine because gay people actually don't semi-fucking exist to a certain extent. There's not a lot of gay people, really. There's not. Seems like there's more like people becoming transgender based like the gay society is, and it's like to the point where you look at it's just a bunch of gay guys trying to become women. Yeah. Basically. It just translates over that. So like the gay community started to like fight against the whole transgender community. That it's like a big old fucking feelings warfare.
Smash, smash, smash!
These fuckers spawn quick.
The light extinguished.
The shocking the law. I mean, it's just sad seeing people fighting for stupid shit. They think that is 100% right, and it ends up being like all fucking wrong. It makes no fucking sense because nature doesn't allow it. Like when I hear someone say they got gay pets, pets are not gay. Sorry.
Nefarious
gay.
wanderers, your doom is before you. The Book of Deeds.
Well, that's what it is. It's like when people are thinking that they're gay, they think everything else is gay that they own. Their children are gay. They're all gay, 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 gay. It's like, but they're not gay. You notice that it's only because of people that are, you know, they raise kids gay. You don't know nothing. Your hormones tell you when you're like a teenager that you're, you know, straight or whatever the fuck it is, that you're part of God's kingdom. So when people say, oh, you know, gayness, you're born gay. No, you're raised gay. You're put into a position to be gay. Like, you're not, no one's technically fucking gay. People get put in the position of gay, so well, I'm attracted to that. You're not. The reason why you want to assume that you are attracted, and that's because you accept it. Like, it's a mind fuck. And yes, it's been statistically fucking proven. When there's gay parents, the kids are fucking gay. Because they see their parents fucking all the damn time, and they think that it's a natural thing, and they agree with it. They don't tell them the truth. Like, no, this ain't natural, Dad, because not everyone's like this. And then what happens? Fucking society bends the knee to a whole bunch of fucking people that are just deranged. Not saying they're bad people and that, but it's not gay. You just play a fucking role. And makes you feel happy that you're, you know, different than everybody else. The thing is, you are different than everybody else. Everyone's different. We're not all the fucking same. I'm telling you, it's about attention regulation. People don't want to say it's not. It's fucking 100% is. Look at all this transgender shit come out fucking nowhere. It's attention regulated. People just want fucking attention. So they fucking sit there and they do stupid ass shit that gives them fucking attention. Cause then they can cry about shit and bitch and moan about crap and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm different. Look at me. No one fucking cares. That's the problem. Like, people do not give a fuck. Normal society, which is 90% of society that,
Come and get it!
does not give two flying fucks about what people do. They truly don't. And when people think that they fucking do, it's because you're a fucking loser. There's always that one little percentage of society now that like just like demands it. And they think that 99% of society should fall into it. Fuck no. I will never. That's why I don't agree with it. You know, you do whatever you want to do, doesn't mean I have to agree with you. Doesn't mean I have to fucking like you, hate you, not, we don't have to do any of that shit. And that's what it is. Like, I don't know, disliking someone is a personality thing. When you make stupid decisions in your life and that, I don't have to agree with you at all. Doesn't mean I don't like you, it just means I don't agree with you. The person itself is
There's
different
no hope for the evildoers of
than the idea that they do. You know, the actual person itself.
My shields! May the order strengthen!
See, that's the difference of it. Like, people want to get upset because you're like, yeah, I don't believe it. You act flamboyant because you want to get attention. It makes it easier for you. And you can get mad all you want, but like, this is how it is. It's like when people want to say that, you know, they're women that are fucking, you know, men in that, or the men that are women in that. It's like, you do it for attention. And you can see it in their eyes that are just like, give me attention, please. It's not attention. Oh shit! No, no. Fucking dickhead. That's a fucking archer. Oh my god, you are a dick.
Yeah!
Well, this is why I talk about stuff. It's just like feminism. It's all inside your head. You just want attention. No, it's just fucking attention. You can say whatever you want to say. They can agree with it, but it's just about attention. You want to spite something or not, you know, I mean, if you want to do it, go for it. You know, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It truly doesn't. But people do things for attention. And they like it. It makes them feel special because they know they're not special in their own minds, and that's what what Jesus keeps on preaching about. It's like, everyone's fucking special. You're all meant to be alive. From Noah. Noah, the dude that survived the flood. From Noah. We're all descended from Noah and his children. So, like, right there becomes, you know, the problem that people are not looking at their lineage. They're not looking at where they came from. They're just immediately just... Society says it. Yeah, just like the Pharisees. You know, the Pharisees got worshipped like they were doing something. All they were doing is stealing from the fucking people and reading scrolls. They were the only ones that could be able to sit there and research scrolls. And then, you know, you want to say, oh, people are all sinners in that. They're the only ones that can research the shit to be able to not be sinners in that. To understand what it is to be enlightened. And so, the Pharisees are basically just the churches nowadays, the same fucking churches. They're fucking thieves. They like to steal from people. They'll give a good sermon and say a bunch of, you know, stuff and that, and be like, oh, well, this and that, this and that. The truth of it is, they don't fucking care. They're in it for the money. You know, like,
The stench of evil is thick, but we shall not falter.
I was watching The Chosen One and that, and Nicodemus, the main preacher, the teacher of all teachers, he was sitting there talking to Shmuel, whatever the fuck his name is. He's just a dude that's like, you know, I'm at the... That's good. I think I'm at the end of the first season that when teachers, I had his name for fucking that. He was sitting there, he saw, you know, he met with Jesus, then he actually explained, you know, to him about shit. And like, he got to the point where Shmuel only wanted to do stuff that to gain more power for himself. And
The abominations will rule this day.
he basically, you know, Nicodemus basically told him, like, hey, you're just in it for yourself. You do not care about, you're not doing this for God. And he had that weird look on his fucking face. Like, he had a devilish look on his face. He only cared about himself. He only cared about how his status was. He only cared about how people looked at him. This is really how real life is. It hasn't changed since the Roman. It hasn't changed since... Because there's always going to be people that are not going to understand. Just like today, there are people that don't understand anything. You know, they believe in stuff that... They believe in gods that don't do nothing for them. Because they actually explain it. So one of the guys that came from Abraham, it was a story... like a past tense story, and like he's like, God promised Abraham a city in that, right? You know, and the guy that was Abraham's son, you know, he was just sitting there, was like, he was in a, I don't know where he was at, but he was somewhere on a big ass piece of land. He bought it really cheap, and a neighboring person came by and talked to him saying, hey, you know, you bought this really cheap and that, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you're not going to find a well water here. And he was just talking to him and that after my sleeps. And then, I believe, you know, I believe in God. You know, like what is a Judea God and that. And he's all like, he's invisible in that, but you know, he tells me, you know, and I do. And he's never wrong. He said sometimes it takes generations for stuff to happen and that, but it's gonna happen. Because I believe in them. That's what, you know, Jesus always says, if you have faith in me, there's nothing that you can't do. You know? But like, it doesn't matter how people are in that. It's all about the love. It's like me talking about the transgender stuff and our feminism and our, you know, gay people and that. It's like, is it a sin to do all this stuff? That's an absolute fucking massive sin. Even feminism's a massive sin. But the thing is, people sin. Not one person's better than another person. Because that's not how it works. God doesn't like to look at someone's like, oh, I sin less than you, so you get to look at me differently than that. The truth is, oh no, it's not how it works. God loves everybody equally the same. He might give different tasks out and that, but he doesn't want you to be alone. He doesn't want you to not have kids. He doesn't want you to sit there and be gay or transgender or be confused in life altogether. And people don't want to see that. They go against it. They hate it. You hate it because you have no power. You have no authority. The funny thing is, we're going up against God himself. And people get really skeptical about that. They have no idea what to do with it. And they freak out about it. And they're all like saying like, oh, I don't need someone to help me, you know? And like, yeah, your life's doing fucking great.
No!
I beg to differ, bro.
You villain!
There's a lot of motherfuckers killing her. Jeez. There's a lot of people killing her. I'm trying to calm down on my language.
This lie shall end here.
But yeah, like when I hear people say, when people go to a higher power to deal with their problems, you know, one of the guys at work said it in that, and I kind of like looked at him in that, and say, well, people go to higher powers, basically they're calling them cowards. I said, for the one that, I'm like thinking to myself, the one that has the balls to ask for help is not a coward. That is the bravest person you're ever going to meet. Because people need help. When you say you don't need help, you're the coward because you think you got everything done, which you don't know nothing. You're living a life that is unprepared, unguided, and you believe in things that don't make any sense because you don't know anything. So your act of knowledge is literally absolutely fucking pointless. Because there's truth, and then they say there's heavenly truth and there's worldly truth. Worldly truth is a fucking blend of bullshit that keeps on changing. It changes all the time, and that's why that truth is not dependable. Heavenly truth, the Father's truth from Christ, is embedded. It is the truth because it never changes. Worldly views on heavenly things change because man wants to control certain things, because there's people out there that like to control things that are powerful. The Word of God is very powerful now. So you get churches popping up all over the place and they're like, oh, I preach the gospel and that. You preach nothing. You don't bow. All you do is say. You don't do because you have money to say that. You use the terms wealthiness from God. God says we can be wealthy. But he also says to, you know, give out stuff, help people out in that. And people want to say, well, I give the charity. Charity is a tax refund thing. It doesn't help them out. You get more money now. When you worship more than the Father, more than the Son's word, and more than the Holy Spirit that's given to you because of the death of Jesus, then you're a sinner. You're a massive sinner. What's it called? Like idolatry or not. What the fuck is it called? When you worship other things, that idolatry or whatever it is. That's the point. And this is what really confuses me about all, you know, people not seeing that, because There's so much proof that it actually existed, that God actually came down as his son. But people are like, well, I don't believe the Trinity then. It doesn't matter. There's more proof about God coming down as his son Jesus than anything else in the world. There's legitimate proof of his resurrection. It blows my mind that people are still clueless. Things Jesus said in the New Testament that. I know I'm just talking about stuff in that. Because I've watched a lot of The Chosen and that, because I bought a whole bunch of them that, because, you know, the stuff just makes sense. And, like, when I'm watching it and that, it goes by all the verses and that. And, like, when you think about it, it just makes sense. You know, when he's talking to... When he was talking to the teacher, all teachers, Nicodemus or whatever his name is, he was just like, I need you to not be born. Flesh is flesh. You know, water is what your spirit is spirit. He says you need to be reborn as your spirit. And then people talk about it's your behavior. It's how you think. How you pursued life. How you feel. Because you talked about the wind and that. You just like... It's the wind. Sometimes you don't know where it's coming from. Most likely you don't, because it comes from many places. But you can feel it. You can sense it that it's there. That's how God is. God is literally the wind. He is there. He is the air around you. He is the water in your lungs that you breathe in.
Magic's magic. Nothing like a gun at your side.
And that's one of the newest things that people are talking about. This is a really good fucking mod. I can't believe I found this mod. That's cool.
Farewell.
Like, a lot of people are trying to understand it.
Alright, hang on, just wait up. I'm gonna release my dragon on you in a sec. Just gotta get my camcorder ready. There we go. Gonna put dubstep behind footage of you guys dying and get tons of hits on the Echo Net. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, action!
The dragon from the beginning of the campaign approacheth! Roll for initiative!
What the hell, Smokey? Don't leave yourself open like that. Duck and move, duck and move. Come on, Smokey, don't let him hit you like that. That was a lucky shot.
Sounds like you could use some help. I'ma summon Roland again.
Kinda wish you wouldn't.
Roland time! Go!
Oh, for the love of, just kill him already! Dragon! Retreat already!
Ooh, baby, baby!
All right!
Hell yeah!
Ah, what a bummer. Alright, get up here and I'll kill you myself. Just let me unlock the door.
I love Handsome Jack. He's just so... He's just so like, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is so bad. The dialogue in this is the best. They had so much fun making this game. BorderLand 1 was just a looter shooter based game, and yeah, 40,000. It's in between this and the Torque one, but this story's better. It wasn't me. Gotta make some food here. I think my thing's cooking. I think that's what I'm gonna do is I'll put a burger on and let it cook. I gotta eat. It's like
Heard of a guy stationed on Islus who got so bored he shot himself in the foot just to break the monotony. Don't know why that comes to mind right now.
we're gonna see how it's gonna be. No, I was talking about it. Got a burger in this. We got about maybe. I'll check in like 5 minutes. I don't want to burn. And the work's fucking.
You drop into the moldy dungeon, embarrassed at how easily the sorcerer lured you into his trap.
Good luck escaping my dungeon, jackasses. It's been real.
So, how do we get back to town?
You can't. You trapped, son.
But I want to do side quests and stuff.
Oh, good point. Suddenly, this happened! Help!
Sounds like a prisoner or something.
Maybe she'll know a way out of here.
Well, let's go find her then.
Tina, back there, you can't just force us to fall into a trap. We need a chance to escape it or something.
I'm sorry, I didn't think you guys would make it so far in one session. I didn't plan this part in advance. I'm making it up as I go.
Yeah, but the rules say...
Literally, downstairs, 6 people have beaten info out of a Hyperion spy, and you're talking about rules? Seriously?
You talking about rules? Seriously? That's the dialogue.
Hey, I'm Simon, Wizard. Nice to meet you. I just cursed you. Don't be angry, though, because it's a pretty cool curse. You ready? You can talk to the dead. Like I said, pretty cool. In return for this gift, I need you to find my brother Edgar, visit the mass graves I dug, resurrect some bodies, and see if Edgar's one of them. Also, you can raise the dead now. You're welcome. Anyway, off with you.
Okay. Cool. Off with you. Gun's really strong with me. It's a pain in the ass to fucking shoot people sometimes. Well. Shit, this shit's better than Wonderland by far. Look at this crap. This looks amazing.
Thank you. Grenade out!
Look out there. I don't think he does it. Ow. Spider man. Let's take out a bubble. Health regeneration. Yeah, you want to have both of them. That shit works out really good.
You're all gonna die!
Oh, fuck it, behind you there.
Cool story, bro.
Scary.
You fellas meet the missus? Score 1 bogey!
Ow, let's finish it with that. Oh, amping it up. Kind of actually. Going down that damn thing. Okay, I checked my burner. Make sure not burn. Yeah, we're talking about people becoming GMs at work and that. Not saying that our GM's back. I don't. But she's not good with scheduling. She changes schedules a little too fucking much. This shit gets really fucking annoying. She's not consistent. No, it's like consistent money. I don't like we were talking about that they're hiring too many people and that. And I just say, yeah, you are hiring too many people. You're doing favors for everyone that, even though no one's working fucking overnight, they're all working like mid-shift and stuff. But like, they all want to become fucking managers. Like, yeah, I just want to become a lead. They always want to become leads because leads don't really do much of anything. Their responsibility is very, very small.
Alright, you're near one of my corpse stashes. Just walk up and touch the bodies and you should revive them. Edgar in there? No? Doesn't look like it. He'd be wearing a crown. I think these are just some bandits I ganked. Oh well, better re-kill them all.
Target acquired.
But no. Because next week, like, she gave me a lot of hours this week, but next week, she gives me 11 hours for next week. And I'm just sitting there like, you're giving me 11 fucking hours. And like, I've already been here for over a month. And I'm just like sitting there and I'm probably one of the most stable fucking workers that you actually have as a normal worker in that's basically got manager-based mindset. And I get shit done without being told a whole lot. I mean, I don't mind being told stuff in that, but... no.
Save me. Help.
And I'm just sitting there like thinking to myself, and I'm like, I don't think you. I think you just, honestly, you're just in here just to make your fucking money and go home. I don't think you really fucking care about what you do. And that's what makes it really shameful. Like, you don't give a fuck about what you do. And that's what makes it kind of fucking weird. You don't care, because that's why you do what you have to do, and then until someone complains. Because one of the guys at work and I was just talking about that, he's just like, yeah, I have to complain like every other week and that about my hours and that, because she always keeps dropping my hours off, and I'm like, oh, I fucking wonder why.
Wasn't so hard. Want to meet my girlfriend? Auto guns, chewing them up.
They drop your hours and that.
Well done, darling.
They don't want to stay consistent, and that sounds like a fucking manager DD problem. Like, you're not doing your fucking job based upon what you think the job is about. You're not. And it's always, like, when I work with men managers, they're very precise on who they like. They'll talk to the people and that. They'll, like, get to know them. Be like, hey, you know, I'm the GM of this place and I want to get to know you and that. And see how good you fucking work. Or they'll at least, like, ask about it and that. No lying, no fucking bullshit.
Tossing the little lady.
There's tremendous amount of bullshit that people talk about. They'll say things are not really actually fucking true, and they'll like make up shit.
Yeah!
And like, when you're sitting there trying to favoritism a group of fucking people and that, just because you're friends with and shit, and all these people don't even fucking like you, they tolerate you. Truth be told, a lot of women do not fucking like each other. They despise each other a lot more than what we think. 100%.
I don't die so easy. That's that.
Fucking asshole. Because if people work with their feelings, it's not fucking good. That's why I don't fucking like working with someone and they do too much of fucking emotional output. My feelings say this. If your feelings are logical, yeah, but most times feelings are illogical.
Breathe, oil and rubble.
And they make no fucking sense. Fuck this piece of shit. I hate you, Archer guys right here. Cause I like consistency. Like that's all men worry about is survival. They're not worrying about taking 15,000 days off and that. They're like, I don't want to go to work today because I don't feel like this. Yeah. Cool. Now, if you give an explanation why you're lowering down people's hours and that, cool. But if you're not giving any explanation why, then you're just doing it, then guess what? Your boss should be talked to, honestly. Because that is fucking ridiculous. That means you're an untrained supervisor. You have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Like, there's no point of doing that. Especially people that are like overnighters.
Sim Salabim!
That's
right! Dropping sentry!
Oh yeah, that's the Thunderbolt specialty one. But yeah, it's like, it's just fucking annoying. Next, I'm just sitting there and I started praying and that. Because she did this last time, and then like the next week, because I said, I'm like, huh? Because my assistant manager, she was just like, you're full time. It's like, and she does this stuff a lot. I'm like, well, that's a fucking problem. When people are eager to work and they want to come into work, and you have people that don't want to come into work, but you're constantly giving them fucking hours and that, and then they don't come in, so you reduce their hours back. And like, there's always, every once in a while, I've always seen like a reduction of hours. Like, it's fucking going to be summertime. We're going to be busy as fuck. We're always busy at night. Like, constantly busy. If there's 3 people working there, there's a huge chance Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, or even Monday, we're getting our asses fucking kicked. And then instead of having all your strong people up front, you know, say like myself, because I know how to do basically almost everything now to a certain extent. The only thing I don't do is drive through because I have hearing. I don't like to do the hearing thing. Because sometimes I interpret things a little bit differently than what people say. That's just me. And like, I'll be sitting there and like, I'll be thinking to myself like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, you're running a business that's been given to you and been ran by multiple fucking people. And all the GMs, besides one that I know, have been all women. I had one guy GM. And the guy GM was ex-military, and he ran it pretty fucking strict. You know, and then you don't need to run too strict. You can be laid back, because people are going to do whatever they want to do. If you're too strict, you're going to lose people. As long as they do their job. The problem is, you're going to have workers that are just going to fucking work. They're not going to gossip and talk a whole lot. Like me. I don't go in my thing, and then I go in there quiet as fuck. I put my earbud in, and I start working. I start doing, you know, all the trash thing, because no one fucking does it. They take 1,000 years to do fucking, like, 50 dishes. And they're sitting there talking. They're slow. And they'll have one person that's, like, in the background, you know, asking people, like, can I help you in that? And they'll have, like, maybe 2-3 orders on the board. I'm like, just leave them alone. Like, I walked in the other day, and that, and, like, trash need to be done and dishes need to be done. Dishes weren't too bad, but trash was getting kind of bad. As soon as I come in, I'm like, I have to do trash. Cool. I will take an hour and a half to do trash. I will sit there and I'll take my sweet ass time rolling the trash can around. I'll keep my ass going. Don't do things too fast. You run out of things to do, then they don't need you. You know, then I take my time doing dishes and that. The funny thing is, I'll go in between doing dishes and doing the line. And everyone's always grateful. Like, oh, I'm happy that you're doing the dishes and that in between orders and shit. So you got like 3 or 4 minutes and that. They go in the back room and they all start talking and shit and gossiping, thinking that their job is done until someone else comes in. And then people get mad because they can't eat and shit. Like, dude, you literally have 5 to 10 fucking minutes. If you have 5 minutes to say, a couple minutes of that, you can literally go on the line, put in your food ahead of time, go on the line, make it, and have the manager just discount it. That's what I'm saying. There's always ways that people just sit there and they're not processing what they need to get done. They're processing all this fucking emotional transaction they want to have with people because it makes them feel good. You know what makes me feel good? Getting shit done. I'll talk a little bit. I'll joke around a little bit. References and shit. I'll talk about certain things. When it's all the men, when it's all guys in there, I'll talk. But when there's women in there, I don't talk. Because to them, if I say anything, it could be complete. I've done it before. I did it multiple times before as an experience thing. I'll say something that, like, someone was sitting there, like, scrubbing a pan out because, you know, they were getting ingredients out. And I made made like a little dirty, like, toilet humor joke. I said, man, it feels like you're scrubbing a fucking toilet out because you're scrubbing it really hard. And one of the younger ladies there, she said, you know, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that. I was looking at her like, I was about to say, like, no, there's such thing as freedom of speech. You know that, right? I'm like, I don't know how you guys process. I'm like, you can't tell me what I can't say because it goes against you too. So if you say something I don't like, I can say you shouldn't be saying stupid shit like that. If you get offended, freedom of speech. Because it wasn't like they were thinking like, oh, you're scrubbing shit. No, literally just scrubbing a fucking toilet. Like, inside of a toilet, doesn't matter what's in there. Because it's porcelain, you have to scrub it really hard to get shit off. That's the whole point of it. But, you know, some people don't get humor because most women that I know, they don't get humor. They're very, well, not funny. They're just not funny. Their humor is very, very low. That's why women comics are not funny. They all talk about sex. Sex this, sex that guy put in my butt and all that. Like, wait, is that what you guys do? Talk about sex? It's always about men. You always talk about men. That's so funny. You don't want to be with men, but all you do is talk about men 24 fucking 7. 24/7. My ex. This guy in the drive-thru. You know, it's like you need to get laid. That's what you need. You need real man. You need to get, you know, pinned up against the wall and fucking jackhammer. That's what you need. You need to get laid the fuck out, you know? Get laid. A girl that gets fucked really fucking good, her whole life changes. The guy's pounding her fucking brains out and she's sitting there limping in the fucking work and that. It don't matter how much pain she's in. She's gonna know when she goes home, she's gonna get fucked again. Because women run on that. So, like, if they're really attracted to doing that, they run off of that, like, sexual fucking emotional tension. And, like, so I'm doing little things to try to see where everybody's at, because I don't fucking know. You know, sometimes people talk to me and that, they give me smiles and that, or sometimes, you know, they'll sit there and they'll, like, if I'm minding my own business, they'll want to get attention from me, they'll ask me questions about what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm fucking eating. You know, that's cool that you want to be interested in me, which is what it is. But you do it out of nowhere. You're like, I don't want you to be interested in me. I don't want you to be next to me and be and fucking do the baby thing. I don't like when women do the baby thing and that because they're like, well, nah, bitch, I'm a full grown man with big ass nuts and cock. I'm not a fucking little baby to you. You'll know if I banged you in the bedroom and that, you'd be like, oh, daddy. No, you treat men like men. And the men that, you know, don't gossip a lot and that, like, it's very unorthodox for me to talk to certain people. Only, like, 2 dudes, and of course we got a gay guy in that, but I can't, you know, he's gay. So, I mean, he's probably attracted to me to a certain extent, so I can't, you know, like, but he's level-headed. There's only 2 actual dudes I can actually talk to that are actually cool as fuck with me. And they're the shortest, coolest fucking dudes. They're all fucking barely 5'5". They're fucking just very energetic. They're just cool. They don't give a fuck about all this bullshit and that. And the best thing is, they both got girlfriends, and they're just chilled. The other guys, they don't really talk to me too much. I mean, I'm cool with them, and I'll come to them and like, hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. I try to inform them, like, hey. But I've been noticing there's been some little things happening behind the scenes, I'm sure of it, because, you know, the vibe is really weird when one of the guys comes in. He's the only guy I actually really do talk about, because he's the only guy that does, at points, he gets so fucking lazy because his woman works there, and his woman is a manager there, and he'll get lazy, and I can feel the vibe between her and him, and I was like, woman, don't be with them! Like, literally, I'm blown away why you want to be with a man that's not a fucking man. He's a shallow of a man. Number one, women want to be with people because they're fucking alone. They have this lonely mentality bullshit going on. They think they have to have someone. You have friends. Well, I want someone in my bed. Now something that. Then stop dating every motherfucking guy that gives you attention then. It's that fucking simple. You don't need to date every motherfucking dude that gives you attention. You just don't. But yeah, that's what it is. Like, these women and the experiences are all over the place. Like, they want to be with Chad guys, the good-looking dudes and that. But good-looking dudes, you know, we're very, yes, I include myself be attractive. We're very, you know, we don't give a fuck. And, like, I'm sitting there, like, listening to people's stories and that. So the guy I'm talking about, that he's not a bad dude. He's just he's a really tall, fat guy. And, like, he told me about his story and all stuff like that. And, like, we agree with certain things and that about life and that. But, like, he does not fucking like me. And I say, I wonder why you don't like me. Because I'm fit, you know, I'm skinnier than you by probably by like 100 fucking pounds, because you're just fucking fat, you know, that's your life choice and that, whatever. And I feel that you don't fucking like me. Okay, cool, you don't need to fucking like me.
Over here.
I'm not here to make friends with anybody here. I can get 2 flying fucks, honestly. I'll just be nice to you because you're fucking there. I like to test shit out because
Load that turret! Present for you!
yeah, so let me finish this up on that. And I can tell when someone doesn't like me, and the vibe's there. I don't mind it, but the funny thing is, it's not him 100%. He acts the same amount. His woman changes. Like her attention towards me changes a little bit when he leaves. Like she tries to have like guy friends and I was like, I'm not gonna be your friend. That's why I go completely proper, because I have to now. I don't want to be your fucking friend. I don't like when women want to get guy friends. You want to get guy friends because you want to build up something that's going to continuously fill you with emotions when you already have that anyway, but you want more. I don't need your emotional attraction. I don't give a fuck. You know, it's not to say this person is a bad looking person. No. Attraction grows on a person like me when I get to know you. But the thing is, you show your true colors every now and again, it starts to get unattractive. Like the personality does. But then again, people get mad that I'm level-headed. I don't get mad that much anymore. Sometimes I do if I get frustrated, but I know when I get frustrated. That's why I tone the fuck out. The nice one is, I just tone the fuck out. A lot of people can't do that. Like, we're shy now. When I get to meet people that they'll get really shy. Oh, I gotta move around that. My legs are getting restless. Gotta switch up the foot. Yeah. It's just little things that happen that I try to keep myself as far away as possible. I think that's the best way to work. Just don't get involved with too much personal stuff with people. That when people invoke personal stuff on you, then you'll be able to know. It's like, well, I'm just trying to get to know you. No. If a woman's trying to get to know a man, you're getting to know a man because you're attracted to him. That's the end of the fucking game. And now the attraction can be many different things. Of course it can. That's why I'd prefer to not work with women. Because what happens is, if things don't go what they're planning in their head, which normally it's because I'm attracted to you, I think you're attractive, blah blah blah. things don't go as planned, they mostly can be really fucking destructive. And they'll say a lot of stuff, and that's what kind of like pins it down. That like, no, I don't want that. I'm here to fucking work. I'm here to make fucking money. I'm here to do what is logically right to do. Go to work, work my ass off as best I can, do what I need to do, show my coworkers I'm a good worker, I'm dependable. Show my managers the same thing. I'm dependable. I'm a good worker. And then go home. That's exactly what I want to do. I mean, I'll be cool with people on that. Like I said, it's a brick. Hold on. Oh, sir. Yeah, but what I was talking about that. Yeah. You have to keep yourself away from women's drama. Like the other day in that, I decided to give one of the girls a compliment. It's the only girl I was actually working with. And she's very sweet, actually. She's a very sweet girl. I mean, she has her own personal ways of doing things, and she kind of like flips a little bit. I'm like, okay, you got a spoil mentality. Because when you're flipping on someone, especially a man, and you're sitting there and you're getting, like, it's not even that she's getting upset with me, but she's like retaliating emotions that about herself, personal self, and it's like exploding on me. Like, yeah, you a little crazy because you should be doing that. No, like you guys talk about your whole family. You guys talk about so much stuff. I get it. You might bring up some past events and that. Like, there's a lot of things I haven't even said yet about my past. More or less likely I probably won't because it ain't none of their fucking business. And because I'm not gonna sit there and probably not gonna hang around with people like that. From work. That's what I mean. There's only one person I probably would hang around with because he's actually fucking intelligent. And he's very level-headed. He's a very neutral-based person, which is the best kind of person you can have a conversation with. Yeah, because what they think about me is not what they don't know anything about me. And that's the thing I don't want anyone to like grasp. That's why I have to stay quiet in that. Because, you know, throw out a little bit of stuff in that. You know, I throw out a little Jesus stuff in that because I have to. You know, that's the prime objective of being someone that follows Christ. You have to throw out his words every now and again to make people understand certain things. And we talk about that stuff, but I talk about it because I talk about it. And not everyone knows that I'm like a heavy follower in Christ. I pray all the time. Like, I pray at work all the damn time. I'm always praying. All the time. I like talking to the Father. You know, Father's amazing. You know, I love talking to Christ. You know, because Christ is an amazing, holy person that his conversations are always good. He's a joker. He just wants to enjoy life. And that's the point. Enjoy your life. So why not talk to the person that enjoys his life the most, even though he sacrificed himself? But, oh, there's a lot of stuff running through my mind. I'm trying to see how I can adjust myself to certain people. When I want to go to work now, we were talking a little bit about something. She likes doing dishes right next to me. She doesn't have a problem being close to me. Like, you don't even fucking really know me. You barely ever work with me. You work with me like a couple times a week, maybe. But she'll be like right up next to me. Comfortable as fuck. I'm like, I just ignore it, but like, I notice it. And I know she's doing her job, and I'm doing my job. And so I'm like, okay, we're doing jobs, but like, no, there's no uncomfortable vibe. It's just comfortable. Like, I'm doing my job type shit, which is good. Well, I normally don't get that a lot. I don't want people right up next to me. Especially a woman that I would say I'm kind of like semi-attracted to. I don't say nothing about it, but I did compliment her on her smile now because she was talking about it was her birthday and that. I'm like, oh, okay, it's your birthday night, you know. A good little compliment, you know. Maybe boost your spirits and that. Maybe you'll feel better. That someone said you had a nice smile. Because she does. I told her that. And she didn't know what to say. She was just like, huh? Like, when did I smile? Well, like, well, you gave me a smirk and that would mean you were having a conversation about something that. And I said, you got a nice smile. I'm just trying to compliment you, you know? I don't give a fuck about the work thing. Everybody works good. And it put a little, rise her spirits a little bit. Because, you know, when someone, especially, you know, a man, compliments on a woman and that, they get really high spirits. I mean, women don't compliment on men work fucking shit. Half the time. We like work-related, maybe. But I want to see how the transaction is going to be, you know, because, you know, when people go through a lot of stuff and that, you know, she had personal stuff that happened with her a little while ago and that. And, no, man, I'm not upfront with talking about with emotional shit and that. But, like, it's a closer thing. It's like I gained a little ally. Someone that's going to sit there and be on my side. And if something goes wrong in that, and some people are saying stuff that doesn't make any fucking sense, or it's a flat out fucking lie, Then I could have someone at work that's gonna be sitting there like, no, that's not how he is. You're fucking stupid. Leave it alone. Cause you know, not like I'm gonna hear any more of it. Cause if I do now, I'll be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be talking, bro. Cause you know, if I talked about how you are in that, in this case, if anything does happen, if someone at work is like doing this shit and that, I got dirt on everybody in this fucking place. I calculate all the stupid shit people doing that. Sometimes people come into work on that. There's only one person that has an issue. The big guy. His throne is being override because another guy comes in, more handsome, more fit, and then that's just how it is with big dudes. Or people that have big mentalities, big fucking egos. They don't want someone coming in and stuffing in their fucking place. Because they'll think that. I don't know what it is. Like, I know it's a attention thing in that. But, like, that's how it actually is sometimes. And I think a lot of people that go to work in that or go to any place in that are around people long enough that you're always going to know there's always a hierarchy with men. There's always going to be a man that's going to be on a pedestal. Someone that's going to be larger than everybody else, larger than life. And then when someone else comes in, that says more handsome, he's more fit in that, and he is rather intelligent, just to say, it's always going to damage the hierarchy. The hierarchy shakes. Because, like, I noticed a lot of people go to this person for advice in that. I don't think he really doesn't give bad advice, but, like, it's not advice that's actually, like, well, heavenly. It's just random experiences that the person has been through in that. It's not. It's like, well, I don't know what they gave you in that. Well, it's because you don't know anyway. So you probably shouldn't be giving out advice when you have hypocritical stuff slandered on you in the first place. Because you don't do anything that's actually better. You do the same fucking shit that you've been doing. It's just different drugs. That's all I can say. Because that's basically what happened. A junkie's a junkie. You'll go from one drug after another drug to feel release. And you make up excuses, say, this drug's better than that drug, this drug's more natural than that drug. And it's like, no, it's all the same shit. It all chemically induces your mind to be slow and stupid. Or it heightens your mind to be hyperactive and fucking crazy. Okay. You know, and how do I know this person has transacted like very somewhat native toward me? Because I'm trying to get close to this person and try to be friends with them. I'm trying my best to be just a neutral friend. The person is utterly fucking jealous, attentionated up the fucking ass, and he responds to me off and on when he's not a complete fucking jealous mess. When his woman gets close to me, the jealousy's there, and it's like, well, no shit, because I'm a gorgeous ass man, and you're fat and ugly, bro. Like, what do you expect? But that's how you look at it. I really don't give a fuck. And that's what women do. If women see a fit, fucking attractive dude, fucking choking on a burger, a whole burger. No. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably gonna sound funny. You like your old face. But yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how women work. Can't say nothing about it because it's just how it works. And all the men feel the vibes. The only ones that don't feel the vibes are the ones that appreciate. Like I said, one of the kids there, dude always compliments me. He's like, where'd you work at? I'm like, oh, I used to work at Hooters and that, you know. I couldn't work there anymore because, you know, there was it's a lot of jealousy there and that. And women that are, say if a woman is attracted to me, that all the women will get attracted and all the women will want to know why this woman likes this man and all shit and that. And I know for a fact, one of the dudes up there literally flat out fucking told me, he's like, dude, these girls, like, it's like they're all attracted to you. And I was wearing my beanie. It's like, it's because you wear that beanie. And I'm like, I don't know if it's because of the beanie. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I mean, probably because they're just attracted to me. And another factor is one of the guys there literally got pissed off at me because he wasn't getting as much attention from the women that I was. And he literally got in a fight. You try to get in a fight with me. That's funny. I never had anyone try to fight me. It was always like the littlest fucking dude. And he was trying to like push me and shit. And like he couldn't push me because he was so fucking weak. And I was like I'm still the same way. I mean, I wasn't as strong as I was before. I was over 200 fucking pounds in that. And like I'm just sitting there. He came up to me and I'm like, dude, get out of the way, bro. I gotta fucking work. We got shit to gotta do. And he shrugged me that, so I walked past, I shoulder shrugged him. I'm like, get out of my way, bro. I'm working. And he was sitting there like doing all this stuff, and finally like the other dude, came over and I'm like, dude, he's like, you need to chill the fuck out, bro, And then they came to me the next day, and then I told my GM, I was like, I was just trying to work, and he got up in my fucking face. It's like, I don't know what to say. Like, he should be fired. He literally assaulted me. And I'm sitting there, I was just trying to work. And the dude had a girlfriend. Dude had a really fucking attractive looking woman. And like I started hearing stories about her boyfriend and that. Or everyone trying to act all gangs and try to pick up women and that. I'm like, fuck, dude. Your woman fucking hot. She got big, huge fucking melon titties now. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You playing this stupid ass fucking game? Like, bro, I don't want anyone attracted to me. Woman comes up to me and sucks my fucking dick. Ain't none of your fucking business what that woman does with her mouth, bitch. What the fuck do you mean? That's why I can't work with women. Because there's always going to be jealous ass men out there that are going to fucking start attacking me for what a woman decides. Why the fuck are you attacking me? Talk to that bitch. They pop up their chests. That's always like the weakest fucking minded person there. And like, and one of the guys there, it was all the dudes there. And man, they were all, gangster, kind of ghetto. One there was pretty fucking cool in that, because the hierarchy. And he came up to me and that, he was cool as fuck and that. There's 3 guys there that I had, like, kind of problems with. And they were ghetto. And, like, they were cool as fuck when I first came in that, because they're like, oh, I'm better than you type shit. That's how people do it in the ghetto, I guess. They do the hierarchy thing is very serious. And, like, I'm just sitting there working that. I worked really slow in that. And then when I actually start the notion that, I start picking up my speed. And one of the guys came in that, like, works off and on. And he's all like, bro, when? It's like, I didn't know that you worked so fast. I'm like, because I play stupid and learn stuff and that I put in my actual skill into the thing. And people normally get fucking upset because they're like, oh, wow, my mind is a memory thing. I like to memorize stuff. So if I memorize something to the T, I can act on that memory and move as fast as my body can keep up with without being sloppy. So I can get shit done and people be like, it's done. And that's how I've always been. I've always been very neurologically hands-on. I'm a very hands-on person. And like, well, Strategy was saying that he started blaming stuff on me. I start losing hours in that because you're working too good. You're taking my hours away. And I told him, like, but you don't come in sometimes, bro. You know that, right? And he got quiet with me now because that was the whole complaint about him. He come in whenever the fuck he wants to. Alright. That's all right, bro. You're not coming into work. And they keep pointing this stuff up against me and that. And like, I'm just thinking about like, I'm just here to work, bro. I'm here to learn what I can learn, that gather whatever skills I can gather, and work. You're sitting there just fucking talking your ass off because you want to fuck half the chicks here. And he'll say some perverted, super perverted shit that. And well, people never got in trouble over it. I mean, I don't want to say, you know, it's because of their race, but that's basically what it was. They were, you know, they were black guys in that. I mean, I guess some looked like they were more mixed with, like, one guy looked like he was European mixed a little bit, but I guess everybody's fucking mixed. And that's why, you know, that's why the one guy tried to get fired. He didn't get fired. I told him that, like, why not? I even asked people around there, I'm like, dude, are you serious? And like, I'm like, I just want to work. And one of the guys has been working there for a while now, and he even told, he's like, everybody else here, like, you're the only one that works, and all they want to do is smoke weed all day. He's like, they smoke weed all the damn time. They take long ass fucking breaks, getting high as fuck. And it's like, you know, basically he said, I'm happy to have someone here that actually wants to fucking work. I'm like, well, I'm trying my best, bro. He's like, you'll learn. Worked there for me like 4 or 5 months. Got fired because someone called me a fucking racist. Because some black girl came in and overheard me having a private conversation with one of the guys that works in that. That was the only guy I could actually rather talk to that because he wasn't a pot smoker. He was just a super dork, you know, like me. And we brought up in that relationships now. What do you like? Yeah, I like black girls and that. I like every woman in that. You know, it doesn't matter now. And she overheard and stuff and that. And as soon as they called racist, 100% the GM talked to me about it now. I'm like, are you fucking for real now? Like, so if someone butts into my private conversation now, they're gonna call racist and say I like them. Like, oh, well, just don't say stuff like that. I'm like, I'm in the back room. That's ridiculous. And of course, it targets me 100%, and I end up getting fired because of that shit. Because Hooters is a fucking left-leaning feminist fucking organization. And that's why they're all closing down. Because they're fucking heretically fucking horrible when it comes down to that. I just want the work. I like the overtime. You get 10 hours of overtime every week in that. This was back in like 2017. Before I got the job up at Canova. I was just starting to learn my craft about who I was and that. And like, I got to the point that I'm just, man, dude, it's like, I can't stand working with people that are going to throw out fucking stupid shit like that. And that's one of the things that I like about my manager lady, that that's one of the things that she talked about with me. The job I have now. That she was trying to say something to be really nice to, like, a woman that's like, you know, a black lady. She came from Africa and that. And she made a comment about, you know, oh, you look like an African princess and all that stuff and that. This woman literally went right to racism. It was like, that's kind of racist. Like, how's that racist? Because you're saying I'm African princess. I'm like, yeah, because you're fucking African. And she's complimenting you on being a princess. See, what you're really trying to think is that you're not taking pride in your own heritage. And you think that you have higher standards than everybody else. You think that you're better than everybody else. That's exactly the reason why racism exists. How you say that you're better is because you're black, or white, or Irish, or German. Yeah, all humans. Different traits all over the fucking world are going to be different based upon the genetic sequence in the person. That's what it is. Because when I talk to ghetto-ass fucking people, they don't give a fuck about racism. Because they know it doesn't exist. But when I talk to, like, liberals, say, base people and that, like, live in accounting and shit, they live in white society now, they're the most fucking racist people ever. To a certain extent. Depends if they're liberal or they're conservative. They're conservative people, they're the nicest fucking people. Why? Why are the two so different? Because conservatism, following God, is for peace and love. Following liberals is satanic. It's hatred and division. They don't want to love. They want to hate everything because it makes them feel better. People can feel good from negative or from positive. Some people like to be punched in the face. They're like, I feel good because you feel something. That's how you get whores. That's how you get prostitutes. That's how you get man whores, lady prostitutes, gigolos. You get all these things in that because you want to feel something. Instead of feel the warmth and love of a family member or warmth love of animals around you, for instance. Like I see we got bird feed all over the place in that. Little like cages bird feeding. I see gorgeous birds all the time in that, and they're adorable. And that's love. I'm implicating love towards them because they are. They're adorable. And then some people, they'll be like, oh, I want to go over there and shoot in the face. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, for real? Oh yeah, I can just shoot things is fun. And people run on very high negative things. It makes you feel good. Like for instance, like I love my father now, but he runs on that negative thing. That's how I know. You know, he'll talk about like, because he's a hunter, and I said people only hunt because they need to feed their families. When you hunt for game, then yes, decreasing the population of deer and stuff like that, so they don't interbreed too much in that, and they end up killing themselves anyway, is good. Because, you know, to a certain extent, you gotta keep hold on stuff. But if you're sitting there killing things to make you feel more masculine, which is fucking pathetic, that you're still killing stuff. Now, if you kill it and you gut it and you eat it and that, yeah, they take all the food home and that, and, you know, cool. But, like, I started learning this mentality now, the negative mentality, and it makes you happy when you're negative as fuck. About war and that, and blah, blah, blah. Because I heard it throughout my whole entire life. I think a lot of people heard that, you know, heard certain things. So I'm sitting there. I listened to it, you know, like, oh, there's going to be a civil war that's going to happen and that, you know, it's going to be people running around with guns and shooting people and that, people marching down the streets and that. I'm like, why do you think like that? I asked myself that. And it never happens. So who's in control? The crazy people in life that only do stuff because their master, which is, you know, whatever party they fucking exist in, tells them to do it? Brainwashed people that sit there all day and they're brainwashed by society and that, and they think that, you know, I have student loans, so I'm more high up than you because I went to college for a couple of days. I said, you know what college teaches you? Because we're talking about all this bullshit that happens in the world now. College teaches you what you want to be taught, not what you need to be taught. That's the difference. Yes, that's a fucking mic drop right there. Drop the fucking mic. Because that's exactly what people go to college for. You're being paid to not know shit. You're being paid to know things that are easy for you to know. Anyone complain about it? No. What it is, you're using student loan money, because you're lazy and you're probably negative as fuck. We're talking about negativity still. Why people thrive on it. It's just student loans is just a big thing to talk about because people are bitch about it. You got paid back. You ain't got paid back, bitch. The fuck do you mean? And it's mostly women. Because men don't go to college for no fucking damn reason. Like, I don't understand. Women are blessed with beauty. And a lot of women are very good at writing and very good at, like, math and shit. For the most part. It depends on how you're raised in that. But that's the thing. Use those skills. I know women are really good at typing on keyboards. Use those skills to implicate jobs. You don't need to make fucking thousands of dollars a fucking week in that. And that's what it is. You can get good at something, you know. Like if they bring back call centers that hired a lot of women in that. They sit there all day on call centers that they pay them 20-something bucks an hour. $20 an hour is a lot of fucking damn money. I don't think people understand how much money that really is. If you budget yourself, you can live a good life. And say if you do have a relationship with a man, and you put your money together to make life better for you, That's the key. Togetherness. You're supposed to put your shit together to make life better for everybody. Yeah, you're all going to have your separate stuff and that, but that's when you decide, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. You let them do it. Unless it's fucking stupid. Okay. Uh-oh. I got shit coming. That's why I'm not playing my game now. I always like to move around a little bit. Get cardiovascular and take my first crap. Oh. But yeah, that's what it is. We try to like go through these little things and that and try to understand life. It's between positive and negative. It's between being with God, having love, or being without God. You know, you perform unloved things, which they call hatred. You know, hatred's not, it's not the same definition as being unloved. So you just don't love things. You want to feel negativity all the time in that because it makes you feel something. I literally have people refuse to be in love. They don't want to feel happiness. And I ask them, like, do you believe in God? Do you believe in Christ? Do you believe in the Bible? Do you believe in anything that's remotely kind of close to what God is? And they always say, well, no, I don't. I'm like, so you don't want to fall in love in that because you don't know love. Because you don't believe in God. God is the ultimate love. When you give faith to the Almighty God up above, He loves you. He loves everybody. That's the whole purpose of it. If you say, well, He did this, yeah. He's a justice God. He is the only God. All the other gods are just imitations. It's like the real Slim Shady. Think about that song. Real Slim Shady, please stand up, please stand up. All the rest of you all are all imitations. That's how God is. God says, you know, eternal God, please stand up. He's the only one that can stand. Because He is the only God. All the other gods are all imitations. They talk about it. I think it was Deuteronomy in that. It was like Deuteronomy. They talk about deities and shit. You can't worship more than me because it's not good. Because they're not true. It's a lie. And they implicate how bad the actual God is. They want to implicate how bad He is. They want to say all this stuff about Him and that, but it's not true. He's a merciful, loving, eternal God. And when we don't have Him and the Word of Jesus and the Holy Spirit from Him, life gets chaotic. You start going down the path. And the funny thing is, Satan doesn't give a fuck about you stupid ass people that are literally going to push yourself into hell. So you ain't giving him nothing to work with. The demons are all over you in that. You smoke weed all day and they're like, oh, I can't figure out my life in that. Because you have no God. You don't have Christ's word in you. You don't have anything. You breathe literally God's name. Yahweh. You literally are from Him. But you delude yourself to think all this other shit. The devil doesn't care about unfaithful people. He cares about the faithful people. Because unfaithful people just don't know. You're lost. You have no idea what the fuck's going on in your life. So you rely on society's ways to get you going, when society's ways can be very destructive. And that's the problem. A lot of stuff with society is very destructive. It's pinning between Democrat and Republican and all this stuff, and I say, no, that shit fucking matters. I think Trump knows that better than anybody else. He said, no, that shit fucking matters. Peace and love. He always talks about peace and love. Getting shit with. Evil wants to fight against good because evil is sore losers. They're all a bunch of sore loser people that don't have God on their side and that, so they try to make themselves feel like they're God. That's stupid. You're immortal. You die, dumbass. That makes no sense. Because evil people gather and hoard wealth. And the ones that make wealth and help other people out and give money to make businesses and that, they're actually constant, they're business builders. They want to be like give back to society because they make jobs and they make other people have better lifestyles because of their money. They employ people now. But people that don't employ people, the people that don't really make a lot of jobs, that they just have money because of taking of other people. Like celebrities, for instance. People say celebrities earn all their money in that actual being good. There's not a lot of good actors out there. Like Dwayne Johnson became a billion dollar person. He's not really a good actor. He's average at best. He's just a really big, steroid out dude, and he plays in all these gigantic roles, and that people like him because he has big ass muscles. But as soon as that dude loses his size, when he gets into his 60s and shit, I bet you people are gonna he's just gonna be a scapegoat. Just remember, Dwayne Johnson played a lot of stupid ass shows. A lot of stupid. He didn't play all action movies. He played a lot of kid fucking related shows and that. He got everything he fucking could, which is cool and that. But he bent the fucking knee, and I bet you that boy sucked a lot of fucking corporate dick. Not figuratively, but you know, or not actually, figuratively. Sorry, because that's just how it is in the movie business. It's how it is when you're trying to pretend to be praised. You're not a celebrity. No one should be celebrating you basically stealing money from hard-earned people and that so you can enrich yourself when you're not even that good, because the way they publicize you. People throw money in, they get money out. People be like, well, Dwayne Johnson's the best person ever in that. That's how media is. Dwayne Johnson this, or these characters like this and this and this. But then as soon as you see like people like Justin Bieber come out and say, yeah, Hollywood's fucking corrupt, there's a bunch of fucking pedos in there. Oh my god, you can't talk about them like that. Even though it's real. Pizzagate, all this shit that all starts to come out. All of a sudden, Justin Bieber's not really styling anymore. No one really fucking talks about him anymore. He made a great song about Jesus, and I praise him for that. He went overboard, he used his financial stuff in that, and he pushed an agenda that actually means love. And that's all we need. Love. So what about money then? If you want the fucking world, you can have the world. But you're not gonna be happy once you get the world. Look at Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast became a billionaire overnight. Cause he figured out the YouTube algorithm. He made a bunch of stupid ass videos and that. YouTube progress his shit. And the funny thing is, everybody made videos just like him. And they got maybe millions of views, and that dude gets billions of views. Because they want it to happen. They want it to happen. But he gives a lot of fucking money away. He makes it back, but yeah, corporations give me billions of fucking dollars now because they're making money off me. I'm gonna give hundreds of thousands of dollars away for stupid ass pranks. And he was give money away. I said, yeah, you should. You guys got what? People that make a lot of money want to give it away, that means you're good. People make a lot of money when they want to hoard it for themselves to gain status. Means you're bad, right? That ain't good shit. No, I love people. It's gonna make me laugh. I do my man, TikTok are fucking crazy. Alright. They make up shit just to make money. Easy little bits of money that on TikTok. Women use women a lot. It's kind of sad. A little sad, I think. They say that they don't. I'm like, what? Like, you girls use each other so much, and it's fucking hilarious. That's why TikTok people make fucking money. And the only guys that actually do watch are the hottest ones on there, because all the rest of the girls are fucking average looking as fuck. They're not even fucking attractive. Like, they have nothing to offer men besides nothing. And like, they only ask like the hottest girls on there, how do you get a woman? Now you get a woman? Stop jacking off. Start going to the fucking damn gym. Brush your fucking teeth. Get good hygiene. Get a fucking six pack. And she'll suck your dick. I say you don't need your job. I mean, you can have a job. I suggest you have money. But I wouldn't spend it. I had to spend that. Never again. Fuck that. I could have got. Wanna go outside? You better not get any skunks on you. Stay away from the skunkies. But that's the biggest thing. That's where your father needs to come in. Your father needs to teach your son. You can't get a woman by sitting there and being a fucking pansy ass bitch, all emotional all this shit all the time. Sometimes just working and staying quiet and talking when you only need to talk is a mystery. Women love mysteries. Women love mysterious men. Oh yeah, they do. They love what the less they know about you, the more they want to get to know you. Which means they're asking a fuckload of questions, and when they start asking you questions, that means they're interested. If they're not interested, they're not gonna fucking ask you nothing. They're not gonna say nothing to you. I'm just being upfront, like I said, proof, experience. I went to a bar, I mind my own business and that. I didn't talk to anyone that wasn't a chatty, you know, what they call chatty Cathy, that was just talk about drama and all that stuff and that. I talk about stuff in my streams and that, because, you know, I get a little head high and that. I like to talk about things. But these things are my own personal things I talk to myself about, actually. Just implicated online. Because why not, you know? Because, you know, like, I understand that, like, a lot of people that talk to themselves a lot. Why they talk to themselves? Because no one around them wants to listen. It's hard to find people to listen to the, just, like, psychology and that, or, you know, full on actual shit that actually happens in life and that, and you learn from the experience of it. So I'll sit there, no, like, I said this story a million times before, but the context of it is, I was quiet, I was minding my own fucking business and that. The girl thought I was cute and that. She was drunk. She started to approach me with confidence. She was hot, skinny, fat little butt on her neck. She was very attractive and that. You know, she had a pretty face and that. I'd say she's probably like, you know, a 6, maybe a 6.5. You know, because I don't know her too well, so I can't say she's anything above average. She's slightly above average because she looked good. She had a cute dress on that. She was attractive. And then when she approached me that, for someone that's in her fucking 30s and that, I'm guessing, maybe late 20s, she had no idea what to say to her. No idea. Yeah, because you're the one that gets approached a lot because you're skinny and got perky tits. Come on. You get wet. What's that? What? Where? Joey! Oh, come here. You stop chewing on them. I'm silly, Poppy. What? You have fun outside? You wanna go back out? Go back outside? Get up. Come. Outside and play! Well, come back in. What are you doing, baby? Give me a good look. It's all wet. Did you get wet? I got wet, bitch. I'm wet. I'm trying to bite you. No, I want you on my bed. No, I want you on my bed. No. I said no. I don't want you on my bed. You're wet. He's trying to mellow out. Like, tomorrow I work at 10. Shouldn't be sleeping that much. Like, try to do this ball retention shit, see if it actually activates anything. I mean, I think it will. Do I feel slightly like frustrated right now? Yeah, first day. I think my first day is almost over because I slept a lot. I haven't done anything since yesterday night. So I think it's getting really close to being the first 24 hours of that. Not to say is, your balls do start to hurt a little bit when you don't do nothing. Because there's a max potential how much fucking, you know, how much your balls can produce. And I believe your balls do cycle. I don't know how many days. I think it has to be at least once a week. I mean, it's not to say that I don't want to. Yeah, I do, but like... So from my personal experience in that, like, I do things because, normally because it's an urge that has to get done. Because I can't go into work. Like the first couple, like today and that, I'll be fine today. Like tomorrow and that, I don't think I'll be okay then, but like, I do, you know, one time for like 5 days, the 5th day, going on the 5th day, it was uncontrollable. Like I was outrageously fucking horny. My shit was vibing, and I do not want to get a woman fucking pregnant. That's why I don't like doing it. Like I like to gnaw it down because it gets to that point where it's like pheromones go up, women get fucking horny over pheromones very easily, and same thing with men. And when you start to get hyped up on pheromones and hormones and that, that's how you end up getting fucking a woman pregnant. And like that, that is not my objective for my life. That's why men that sit there and if you're gonna do something wear a rubber. I don't give a fuck if she's got birth control or not. Women are if a woman thinks you're really fucking hot in that, it's more or less likely she'll probably want to get fucking pregnant by you. That's one of the things, like, with Max. And Max tried really hard to try to, like, do it. And, you know, and she told me that, you know, it's like, I don't want to get pregnant. I'm like, yeah, you do. Because I told you that I had inheritance, I had money, and that's the first thing that got her excited. I said it's not a lot, but I mean, it's a lot more than what you have, because you have 0. You're in debt all the damn time. But, 7:30. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I wait for my.
Nope. Nobody in there but that troop of Cookie Scouts I accidentally ran over. Though in my defense, I was in a hurry.
You get a bullet, and you get a bullet. Everybody gets a bullet. Autogun deployed!
Come on, Edgar, where are you? See, this is why you never get drunk before a murder. I definitely burned his house down, but I can't remember if I locked him inside first. God, so irritating.
Can't remember burning the house down.
You're all gonna die! Take this! Come and get it!
Oh, come on. Oh god, there's so many fucking people in there.
Man, I'm sick of talking in this pleasant ass voice.
I love how they have the ammo thank yous with the radio, which is nice. Yeah, they might get the infinite pistol out again. The damage kind of sucks on it, but like constantly firing is nice than just sitting there. There's so many fucking people to kill in this place. Okay. I wish I can get the legendary mod. I like I got a legendary mod though. It's just proving like what you get. So you get all 5 of your skills, the very first ones, I think you get 5 of them that. Gives you 4 of all of it, which is like really fucking good. So I'm guessing like I'll get 4 of this. I'll get 4 of that. I'll probably get 4 of this and 4 of that. Which is a huge fucking increase. Is it better than the purples? Probably not, because you get 5 of each and 3 of them. Or something like that. Maybe not 5. Okay, I lost track of the fucking... Okay. Yeah, there's no respawn point down there, so if I lose track of it. But yeah, I gotta get off here. I'm actually feeling pretty good. I can eat the rest of my food though.
Badass incoming!
I have to say, I like killing bandits a little bit better. Skeletons are too damn thin. My bullets miss too damn much.
Love a hard kill!
I can't wait till my friend plays with me, and I've been trying to get him to play with me, but... Yeah, I've been telling them to fucking play with me and that, like, if you want to play by yourself and that, go through the first part of the game and that. Try to level up and shit. I hate these fucking dudes.
Say hello, darling! You tell him, baby!
Stop disappearing! Recharge you guys out. Yeah, sometimes using a shotgun is the best thing to do. Ow. Water. Ooh. Yeah, I like the big ass fucking shotguns. These things are really fucking powerful. And they, at the end, they don't do as much damage as that, obviously. Yeah, maybe I got that healing though. That healing helps out a lot. Yeah, bass points. Cheers away. Cheers basking. Yeah. Oh fuck. Where's he at? Oh, that was fucking stupid. That was fucking kind of annoying. See, I don't know what the fuck you would do without the bee. The bee's just way too fucking powerful. We face a lot of fucking enemies in this. Jeez. Let me see what time it is. Okay. It's 7:30. I believe today is my smaller shift. I'll probably end up staying longer because it's a Thursday. I don't know how busy it's gonna get because I think they close at 3. So let me see. Yeah, it's a 5-hour shift today. That's 9 to 2. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it right here. My battery doesn't go down my thing anyway. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later tonight. I'm gonna get ready for work and all that bullshit. God bless. You guys have any questions about anything, especially about dating and that? Honest, the truth is, just the best honest truth I can give anyone about dating advice is just stay consistent with yourself and keep pushing your values. Keep pushing the things you want to do in your life. Because the truth be told, women like mysterious men that are confident and, you know, courageous. Keep cool things to talk about. Get a lot of experience in that. Have a lot of stories to tell because women love storytelling bullshit. Because in this day and age, you know, even before the Disney era, women love stories. They love when you talk about experiences and that. You have to have arsenals. You have to bring up stuff. And number one thing is, like, if women ever ask you like questions about your ex and that, which they tend to do if you're trying to date them, they always ask you like, oh, this and that. Ask them like, okay. They ask you that, it's like, well, it's like you can ask you about ex and that, you know. I'm like, okay, let me ask you about your body count. If they get mad about that, then you know not to date them. That simple. Like if a woman can't be upfront with her body count, then you know not to date them. Because it gets to that point where it's just like exactly what it is. No, but the main thing is to keep consistent with yourself and that. Get gym membership. Be confident in the gym and that. But don't talk to anyone unless you're talking to men. Don't talk to women and that because once you get out there, you're just walking around. I've seen a lot of guys do this shit. They'll walk around the gym either with a group of people or they'll walk by themselves and that. And they'll walk around the fucking gym and they'll just stare at ass all damn day long. And they're like, the ones that do that shit are gym creepers. So it's not to say that they're bad people, but they're just a little awkward because they don't know how to approach women. Don't. You're in a gym. Like, I know all women the woman that I hung around with, she said, I go to the gym because I'm trying to attract good looking men. I said, that is the worst place to go to attract fucking men is in a gym because men are not in the gym to attract women. Yeah. When I see a hot girl come in with her booty cheeks all hanging out and that, yeah, it gives me serotonin and shit. It makes you feel happier and that, yeah. Okay, well, your job's done, bitch. Get the fuck out of my way. Like, I'm here to lift weights. I'm not here to impress you. Lifting weights is not to impress women, okay? Lifting weights is to get stronger so your life's fucking easier. Because being able to pick up heavier shit, especially being a man, makes your life easier. Because then you can do things other people can't do because you're stronger. Like my forearms, for instance. I've been working out my fucking forearms crazy lately. And they're increasing in strength. So I keep working them out. I keep getting them stronger. My hands are getting thicker now. I feel my hands getting thicker now. These are the things that you need. You need to be stronger. And you do things just for what women want. That's the problem. Women know that they want guys with six packs and hard cocks and shit. Of course they do. That's embedded in their fucking DNA to crave attractive men. Because it makes them want to reproduce. So they'll want babies from all these fucking attractive looking dudes. There you go. If all dudes are buff and jacked, at least, you know, work out, have something on them, makes them look sturdy, makes you look like you're a man. Women wouldn't know what to do. That's what happened back in the 70s and shit. All people were skinny as fuck during the 70s and 80s. There wasn't a lot of fat people. And if there was a fat guy, the skinny, ripped dudes would sit there and be like, hey, yeah, bro, let's go to the gym. They have brotherly love in that. I mean, some are fucking assholes in that, I agree. There's some people that have, like, you know, I guess, they shame on fat people and that, you know? Yeah, I don't know why the fuck people are fat nowadays. You got so much technology out there, you can literally just pop a fat burger every day. It'll decrease your fucking appetite by probably 25%, and you'll just lose weight. You don't want to eat. And there's a lot of things. There's so many things out there. But yeah, just stick it with yourself. If you can get a good group of friends together tonight, you're really consistent and lifting and talking psychology and that, and just having fun, enjoying your life and that. You don't need to have the porn star experience with women and that. Women are gonna approach you when they got confidence. When they're gonna shake their tits in your fucking face. I've seen that happen so many fucking times with good-looking dudes and that. They'll have women be teasing these dudes and that, like, I'm in control of you because you like boobs and that. But the thing is, you're trying to get him attracted to you by doing all that shit. Men just like tits. Because it's a hormonal thing with us. We like boobs. Okay? End of story. Not every man does. You know? I like boobs. I like boobs and ass. Not a big fan of vagina. Vagina, you know, depending on the girl and that, you know. Some girls' vaginas, you know, they've been overused. They don't look good. They look fucking sloppy. That's just how it is. You've been ramrod for fucking, you know, a decade straight by fucking 100 different dudes. Yeah, your shit's gonna look like fucking mush down there. It's gonna look like fucking, you know, they say roast beef or look like fucking ground beef and shit. It's just mushy. It looks, well, fucking disgusting. That's your own damn decision. He said, I can't do nothing about no, you can. You just don't fuck. Let your body heal up. Stop ramrodding yourself. The urges are hard. But when you get through it, it's a pain in the ass. Like, I just had an urge fucking spike not even fucking like 10 minutes ago. I thought I was gonna get off on that. I said, man, I really want to play around with my meat. And I'm just like, man, I can't do that shit. It's just hard. It's very, very hard. Because then, see, all these images pop up in my head. I start thinking about all these boobs I've saw on that. Dude, it's the most extremely heaviest thing to not look at what you want. Always, guys, look at ass and titties and face. Always. Ass, titty, face. That's how it is. And man, women do the same thing. Women look at dudes' shoulders, arms. They look at their physique overall, and they check out their ass. They look at their face. When they see that they got a physique and they're built, they got mass on them, you know, they're going to be super highly attractive. And they're going to want to fucking be with that person because inside their minds, that's a perfectionist person. Because that's what they're used to seeing. The underwear models, and they're like, wow, look at him. He's so hot. He's got big, huge cock and balls. And that. Oh, girl, you ain't getting no guy like that. That's some fantasy talking shit. You fantasizing. That's what fantasizing is. The men that you get are probably fat, out of shape, dorks. You ain't gonna get no one that looks like that. Because that only exists inside your head. Yeah. Like me? Yeah, I've been with under model fucking girls that are fucking tremendously fucking hot. There's a lot of them out there. That's the problem. Yeah, there's a lot of skinny ass, perky titty bitches out there. There's tons of them. I go to the gym, I see 90% or 95% of the women that are all fucking models. They all look like models. Skinny, fat, perky butts and that. They all look good. I barely ever see fat bitches. Ever. Maybe a little bit here and there. Just don't see it. Because the cycles are starting to change. Women are starting to change over to being fit in that. And the guys are doing the feminist thing. They're all being scrawny and fit. And they get upset when guys grow bigger than them. I don't know, man. Eat more protein. You're worried about how skinny you are. That's fine. Some guys are not meant to be skinny. Some guys build muscle to be skinny. Okay? And some guys are just skinny. They get skinny very easily and they build muscle very slowly. That's the difference. I say I build muscle rather quickly. I've noticed that by eating a fuckload of protein that. I'm still trying to eat all the protein I have now. I'm drinking amino drink right now because I gotta get some electrolytes in me. Wow. Oh, getting bigger. Yeah, get bigger muscles. But yeah. So try to keep your mind on other things than that. Keep your mind probably on video games or anime or something like that. Because the mind is what you use to see what you want. So if you are using your mind, or even what you need, if you're using your mind to sit there like, I worry about video games, talk about video games all the time, as soon as you start talking about stuff like that, that's why porn is such a bad habit. Because your body struggles with it. Like I was listening to it's Gospel Network or whatever it is, or Grace Network. It was talking about, seat retention. He said, the reason why people like to do it, because it gives them sense of happiness. Because they know they can go home and smack their meat up against the wall and that and release and feel great for like when they're doing it and when they release and maybe a little bit after. But after that, you start to feel awkward. And that's the basis of it. That's why, it's bad to do. But eventually it's going to have to happen. I don't know if any man can hold off for a whole fucking year of not doing it. I mean, your mindset can be disciplined. That's the main focus of it, is that discipline. But it's like, bro, I can work out and be busting nuts all damn day. And I still work out. I just don't do the shit in the middle of the day. Sometimes I do it before work, and sometimes I do it after work. If I do it before work, it's because I'm trying to tone myself down. Because being angry or being upset with stupid shit and snapping on people is not a good thing. I want to have more of a mellow mind when I go in. Use it to extent, it's still bad, yeah, but I'll take, I'm already announced, I'm taking that sin to the grave. I try to focus on not doing that, it's hard. It's like, it's like someone that you want to punch in the face really fucking hard because they did something wrong to you or to your family and that. That's literally what it is. And you're sitting there, your fist is cocked, you're angry as fuck, and then you're all like, man, I'm gonna knock this fucker out, I'm gonna beat him to a fucking pulp. That's the kind of urge. That's exactly the same amount of urge. And it gets to the point where you're just sitting there like, okay, but why? You got doctors saying, a couple times a week's not bad, because you need to release, because, having too much sperm in your balls adds up to being bad. Like, it's bad for your body to have too much. Because your testosterone goes up. Okay, well, that's the trick. Your hormones go up because you get slightly more aggressive. When people have higher testosterone than that, their body gets more aggressive. That's why, to settle down a man, if he's all upset because of working that, suck him off. Instantly. Like, take a shower, baby, meet you in the bedroom, and let him just blow it all over your fucking face. Because his tensions will drop by like 50, 60%. And the same thing with women in that. You sit there and you get a girl off multiple times and that, her tensions drop dramatically. That pleasure implicates stress release on the maximum fucking level. That's why people in relationships, if you're a man, you learn how to get a girl off, that woman's gonna always want you. Always wants you. And when you stop doing it, that's when she'll start to pull back. Because that's what happened to Max and that. Because I know I was doing stuff with her and that. I always, she liked it and she got off a lot, And she really enjoyed that. She was thinking about all the damn time and that. Her mind was obsessed with it. But that's all she really cared about, just getting off to begin with. She didn't really give a fuck about me to a certain extent, at least that I know of. And then when I told her, like, no. It's like, I'm getting you off of the damn times. Like, when you guys start doing stuff for me, it's like, what do you mean? I'm like, if I'm doing stuff, I want you to do stuff too. And that's when it started to, like, change that. But anyway, I digress from that. But, like, the whole point of it is, women lie to men about they don't get off. They're fucking lying to you. Lying. Massively fucking lying. Women can get off almost 10 times a fucking day. And they're sitting there and they're horny as fuck and they want to get off and you're doing your job well, that woman's going to constantly be thinking about, man, he's really good. Especially if you're good at, like, eating out and that, 100% that woman's going to want to get you. Because that's one of the things women don't get enough of. Because guys are always, busting nuts too fat. Man, if you eat a girl out really good, that woman's going to always be with you. She'll always want you now. That'll go right to her fucking vagina. They say men only think with their cock and balls. You're fucking lying. I know women think with their vagina 100%. If I say, yeah, I eat out girls really good and that, all the women will be like, what about me? What about me? What about me? They'll instantly want to think about it. The slow romantic, kissing and licking and sucking, then instantly when you hit that fucking bottom peak, you're getting closer to them and that downstairs, they instantly freak the fuck out. They freak out. Their heads fucking explode when you start doing your job. And all I ask for is to be clean, man. Scrub that shit up. You ain't doing your job, I ain't gonna do my job. Fuck you. Nah, that's just my own personal thing. Cause, yeah, bad times sometimes. The experience is a little bad sometimes. A little bad, like fake news. Bad. No, you lie. You smell like tilapia down there. No, not the good kind. The rusted. Like rotten tuna fish. Sorry. That's all I ask. Now, I'm not going to say I'll ever get a girlfriend that, but I don't mind pleasuring women. If I can get a woman that, it'd be like, oh, you look like you need some release. What do you mean? It's like, well, don't take a shower now. We'll do this shit. Once it gets done that, instantly. No other woman comes around you and that. You're my man and all that stuff and that. I'm like, no, I'm not your man. It works. It works. I mean, you gotta be attractive. You gotta have a nice face and that, because, a girl with ugly face and not beautiful eyes, you don't want her to give a blowjob. Like looking that fucking Rumpelstiltskin sucking your dick off and that. Like, your eyes are pretty, but everything else is ugly. I mean, guys still do it, but girls, I don't know. But yeah, similar things. Get in really good shape in that. Get a good jawline. Get muscle in your jaw and that. Make sure that you eat, a lot of meat and that. You keep up on, certain foods that. Eat a lot of protein, basically. And your body will grow. When you start getting that physique and that, and you start work out your whole entire body from head to fucking toe. I mean, the legs aren't super, super important. If you don't want to have gigantic fucking legs, you still want to work them out, though. You still want to have strong legs to begin with. And strong legs are always good. Yeah, I got a little bit of calf separation. It's actually looking pretty fucking good. Nice. I like that. Calves are growing. I gotta see what time it is. I'm gonna lose track of fucking time like a fucking idiot. It's almost 8 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go on that. You guys have a good one. God bless.